How are you going to overcome self-doubt? I know that it's standing in your way from being able to step into that life that you would really like to have for yourself. And I know that's a super frustrating thing because it just keeps on coming around, coming around, coming around. And when we think that we have dealt with it by pushing through the fear, this is how we kind of try to deal with self-doubt. We try to push through the thing that we know that we need to do. We push through it even though there's fear, and we just go ahead and do the thing that we see ourselves doing, and then through that we overcome the fear. Okay, but there is another type of person, or there is another type of behavior where the self-doubt and the imposter syndrome, whatever you want to call it, fear, it grips us so tightly that we can't even hear, we can't even see what we want to become. Okay, and then your feed on Instagram or whatever, it gets all full of all of the different opinions of all of the different coaches on what you need to be doing and how you need to be fixing this. And it gets super overwhelming because there's so much information. But let me tell you something. Information does not necessarily lead to a true transformation on the inside. And I personally am not just looking to push through fear in order to build a business or in order to step into this life that I want for myself. At first I was doing that because it felt really important to that was going to fulfill me to step into this role of a coach or this role of a teacher and become highly paid and all of this. I thought that that was just going to make all of that fear and all of that self-doubt go away because I would have sort of finally arrived, okay? And that is not the case. It's just not the case. And so instead of coming at it from that angle, what I learned how to do instead, how to truly overcome self-doubt, how to truly overcome anxiety, how to truly overcome imposter syndrome, it looks a lot more like letting go of my life. I know we want it to be a different answer. I know that our process in America and maybe worldwide looks like we just need to try harder. We need to put more hours in. We need to spend more time listening to the gurus, or we need to spend more time becoming grounded and walking around barefoot outside. These are real things. Cold plunges, what else? Cold therapy, morning routines, all the ways that we try to sort of make our lives better. And while I believe that they are all valuable things, okay, I really do believe that they are valuable things, they don't touch the heart. They don't get down to the soul and spirit level, which is truly what we need if we are going to create and sustain change, okay? And so why I teach my clients to let go is because what's going on with self-doubt is that we're putting too much trust in ourselves, and we know, okay, what we're capable of and what we're not capable of. And so to trust in the self, sorry, it's kind of funny. Okay, to trust in the self, it doesn't work out. We need to learn to trust in a power that is higher than ourselves. So what I teach is the process of trust. I help people identify what exactly is the problem. And then the only reason why we really identify what the problem is just so that we can find the solution. Okay, we don't dwell a lot on what the problem is and working through the problem. I am always looking for what is the solution. And to be honest, it's a very simple process of, oh, I see this lie that you are believing about yourself that's holding you back, but that's not really true. And so in order to find the truth, we look to like basically the exact opposite of the thing that's holding you back. So instead of self-doubt, what I needed to apply to my life is trusting in something higher than myself, okay? I needed to find the true source of life. And I know that we would like to all be like very contained to like, I can do this, like very independent and very, hey, I got this. And while I agree with trusting in ourselves, because we are very, very powerful, we have the power of life and death just in our tongues, okay? And so that's why I also teach that once you identify what that negative belief is, and you go ahead and find what the truth is, say the truth out loud every single day, and what you will see is a transformation in yourself and in the way that you think, so that you no longer have to think about it. You just believe that, no, I'm not going to doubt myself. I'm going to go ahead and trust myself. But there is yet another element to this, okay? And that is trust in the source of life. Because without the source of life, we can't do anything. And I know that we have this like independent mindset of like, I got this, okay? And we don't like to believe that there is a credit that goes to something that is deeper than ourselves. But if we consider the possibility that even the world itself is sustained, like, did you know that gravity has never been able to be explained? Okay? And so some people say that it is the very word of God that upholds the universe. It holds it up. It's gravity. It's what brings us to the place where we can't float away. Do you understand the analogy? Okay? It's not like the concept of God is new to us, but the concept of trusting God is always what we kind of have a tendency to turn away from, because we believe that the answer is in the hand. The answer is in the mind. The answer is in the power of the human being. And while we are powerful, while sometimes we can take our hands and create things, it only goes so far. And that is why so much self-doubt plagues us, okay? Anxiety. We have this lifestyle that we're living right now in our culture that's so fast, that's actually damaging us way down to the soul level, like body, mind, soul, spirit, all of it. It's way too fast. And I know that this information sounds very foreign, because when we live in that place of very hard, fast work, if I introduce this concept of rest, if I introduce this concept of trust, it doesn't fit this mold of very hard work. And I had to completely abandon this mold of very hard work. And I had to turn to a completely different place of trust. I had to turn to a completely different place of surrender. There's a huge difference. This place of very hard work, it yields us self-doubt. It yields to us fear. It yields to us anxiety, because that's what this place is built off of. Fast, hard, laboring. But this place that I built this business off of is the place of rest, where blessing, finances, friendship, peace in the home, peace in my heart, quiet life, abundance, prosperity, unity, like getting along with others, like not fighting with people, okay? This is the place that I had to go to become peaceful in my heart, okay? Because everything that's happening out here, it flows out of the heart. So if my heart is in this place of very hard work, everything out here is going to be hard. But if my heart is connected and grounded to the source of life, what flows out of my heart is peace. You see how this works? So if I pursue this, that's where self-doubt just diminishes, because not all of the trust anymore is inside of myself or this particular system, okay? I know that this is a little bit like maybe out there, okay? But this is what gets real results without the hard work, without the toil, without the anxiety. Do you know how many business owners that I have met who have sat in this very living room and have confessed to me, you know, that they're making the money and doing the things, but their heart is not peaceful. They're dealing with control, they're dealing with manipulation, they're dealing with high anxiety, they're dealing with fear, and we think that we just have to put up with all of that stuff. That's what I thought until a couple years ago when I hit the wall. And we actually all hit these walls, but some people choose to push through the wall, okay? You allow your heart to be accessed and you allow yourself to be vulnerable to the point, not necessarily with people. I love the vulnerability teaching, like we need to do that with one another, but first we have to be honest with ourselves, okay? How am I going to, tell me how am I going to exercise power over myself to diminish anxiety? What weapon could I use against anxiety? Positive thinking, gratitude, maybe, kind of, sort of, yeah, like maybe I could get out of it a little bit, but in order to truly overcome those things, there is only one way to do it. And the access point is trust. It is belief. It is becoming connected again to the Creator. That's it. I know we want it to be more complicated than that. We want strategy and we want step by step and all of that. But in order to truly, like, if I'm honest, okay? If I'm really transparent, if I'm really vulnerable with you, I will tell you that I failed miserably in trying to overcome self-doubt, in trying to overcome imposter, in trying to overcome fear. And I'm pretty strong, okay? Internally, and I've been through a lot. But I did not have the power to overcome self-doubt or just doubt in general. I had to let go of my life. I had to learn how to rest. I had to learn how to think differently. I had to learn how to trust in God. And it cost me my lifestyle. It cost me friendships. It cost me everything. It's like I lost my life. But what I gained was a better life. I gained a better life. Specifically, since I know you like specifics, over here, I have peace. I don't take melatonin or anything like that anymore. My body healed. My hair got thicker. I'm not joking you. This is real. I don't have anxiety. I'm not stressed all the time. I'm not fighting with my husband anymore. I've never been closer with my family. I've never been closer with my friends. Some people who I thought were my friends, they're not around anymore. But the people who were the true friends, their lives changed. Like, it is so amazing to me when we push into this learning how to trust and learning how to hear our own hearts. If you do this, you will become unrecognizable to yourself. Like, people literally tell me now, you're different. And I'm like, I'm really sorry. You had to know me before. I wasn't so great. But that's the truth about how you overcome self-doubt. I don't really know how to wrap up this video, so I'm just going to shut it off now. But I bless you. I hope that you will have the bravery and the courage to push into the place of trust, because you will be rewarded through blessing, through financial growth, and through like stepping into the version of your life that you have always wanted. That's what I want for you. Not just a successful business. I want you to look around your life and go, this is what I wanted. This is what I've always dreamed of having, and now I have it. That's what I'm looking for when I coach people. Okay, we'll see ya.